This is Don't Trip.
My life on film. Enjoy the ride.
Ancestors guide you.
Shit, they don't want to give me shows and they don't want to see me. That's all right. Because at the time when I had dropped this project or the song, people was paying attention to me, promoters and shit like that. They knew who I was. Like I said, they still know who I am. But at that time, they just wasn't fucking with me with the shows. Like a lot of people in the local scene of the style of music or I guess genre and shit, or like what I do, they wasn't fucking with me. Like even like the underground folks. It was a few people fucking with me, but I would go to these shows and shit like that and see the lineup. I'm like, I know all these niggas. The nigga that let me in for free know me. Like the nigga that threw the show or is throwing the party know me. I know the DJ. Why y'all not putting me on the shit? I didn't ever like call niggas out or confront them. I wanted to go ham, but I didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just expressed myself in the music. If they heard it, they heard it. If not, I don't really give a damn. But I started getting shows after that though, so they probably heard that shit. Is my ass black?
And is my ass black?
No, it's brown. But yeah, of course. 10 grams, 11 grams, 7 grams, 5 grams, 9 grams, 14, 15 grams. You know what I'm saying? I'm working my way up there to that 30G. So soon come. Soon come. And I've done all these on multiple occasions. I'm not an expert or anything. I'm always learning, but I'm well traveled in the realms. Believe that. Capivine, it's a plant that is found in the Amazon. It's used to make ayahuasca. You need cappy, you need the fucking acacia or the mimosa, and the cappy acts as a MAOI inhibitor. So that the dimethyltryptamine, DMT, or whatever it is that's psychoactive can fully take hold in your system. No holding back. Shit, rush in, dive in, Michael Phelps type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, done DMT, man. I look like a rookie. Fucking around. A DMT, shit, which one? Countless. I guess the first time I met Source or went to Source or what some people call God, but whatever you want to call that energy or that entity. I was at the homie house, late night. I did some Lucy before that actually, and I'd never partake of DMT while I'm on a synthetic. It's just a rule that I have for myself. But anyway, it was later on that night, and I blasted off. And so when I blast off, I go into trance, eyes closed, all that. I was still in trance, but I was able to like open my eyes, and I normally don't do that. Make sure that my eyes stay closed, or tell people to make sure their eyes stay closed, so that you don't break the connection of wherever you at. But I was so deep that whenever I would open my eyes, it was I was in the same place. I closed my eyes. I was in the same place. Open them. I'm in the same place. And that place wasn't in the homies' studio no more. We wasn't in the studio no more, or I wasn't in the studio no more. I was in the realm of source. The whole ground was made of indigo slash purple blue tetrahedrons. They was all like how tiles, if you had a tile floor, but instead of tiles, it was all tetrahedrons all put together. But like, there's spaces if you know what a tetrahedron is, but I was able to walk and I didn't fall through anything, right? And every time I would vocalize anything like yo or a or say anything, instead of an echo, it will pulsate. The light will pulsate and like through the ground. So it'll go from purple, blue, indigo, like yo, pulsate through the ground. That shit was cold. And I just remember looking up and I was in the void, but I was on this ground surface, but then look up in the void and it was like a big ass eye. I knew it was an eye. It wasn't real not descriptive, real distinct, but you just knew that it was an eye, the way he was like looking at you, and the presence that you felt was just like the awe, and I just felt part of it as well. So I'm like, this Source, this gotta be Source. And we proceeded to have a little convo, you know, mind to mind, eye to eye. And yeah, the nigga came back. I can't tell you the secrets about what a nigga was learning, or just listen to my music. I dropped some gems here and there. Hell yeah.
People think cause I'm conscious, I ain't got no fucking problems. Naga ain't nothing changed. Blame it all on retrograde.
Yeah, I try to say I don't believe in it every time I come around. But I've been able to work with it. So before, when retrograde would come around, it always affects my electronics, specifically my computer, trying to work on music, or it messes with my car, or both. My computer, something would happen with that shit, and my car, right? And I used to get hot. I would start blaming myself and blaming everybody around me, blaming everything around me for what's going on. But I learned, and this year I really learned how to work with retrograde instead of working against it or fighting it. Man, just let shit be. And teach myself how to just go with the flow and really stay in that flow state. Because like I said, I already know what to expect when retrograde is coming up. I don't manifest it to be like that, but I just have it in my mind that there's an upcoming season that generally, for most, is a difficult time. So if I happen to fall in that category during this retrograde, nigga, just chill. Because you know that these are how things go during this time. And if you can work with that shit and let it flow, shit'll get back to normal, or something might drop out of the sky, or a way to fix my situation comes about. Or it don't be as bad. Like, I don't be as mad over it or nothing like that, because I let that shit go and I'm flowing with it. Make sure I go get that Knowledge Monster water. Oh, nigga really need to make that. Or the Guru water, the Guru water. The grounding stones would be black tourmaline, green tourmaline, carnelian, shungite, malachite, and a whole plethora of other universal gems.
Don't trip, the ancestors got you. Don't trip, stay true, they gon' follow.
I hit the subscribe button though.
And a whole plethora of other universal gems that the earth has to offer us. It's so wonderful. How can anyone ever take it for granted? I love you, Mother Gaia. Peace, brothers. Satnam Ji.